Ever since I caught a glimpse of this game, I knew I wanted to play it, but for some reason, I kept putting it off. Eventually, I forgot about it. Then one day, it caught my attention again, and this time, I ensured that I played it. Originally called Cloudy Day, the Daylight Prairie is the second realm in Sky. With lush green grasslands and a clear blue sky, Prairie looks more serene and cheerful compared to its predecessor. A whispering bird croons to charm the butterfly. An exhausted soul retires into slumber as the world applauds his work. A child, always in ceremonial spirits, laughs and waves at his mother who worships the moment. The Daylight Prairie is the first realm with a social space, a place where we can chat with other players, change our attire, access spirit shops, and finally take flight to our destination. Apart from the social space, the whole realm is split into 4 sub-levels that are connected to each other. These are the butterfly fields, the villages, the bird nest, and the sanctuary islands. As much as I liked the Isle of Dawn, it was the journey to Daylight Prairie that really sold me on the game. Right from the first step, it was captivating. The dreamy flight through the clouds, the shiny golden spots on the grass, the relaxed but playful ambience, the immaculate sky, the light creatures singing their songs, it was just way too much to take in. I'm sure if there is such a thing as heaven, Prairie comes close. It was enchanting to say the least, but little did I know what was to come. There once lived a king who was childless for a long time. His wife, the queen consort, was too weak to bear children. She was suffering an ailment that left her mostly bedridden. The king, with very high hopes, waited patiently for her recovery. He waited for years, but now there was desperation. He was growing old and needed a heir to his throne. Enough is enough, the king thought to himself. He couldn't wait any longer. he decided to use one of his mistresses, and a year later, he had his child. But to his surprise, they were twins, one boy and one girl. Now, the king had never considered a daughter, let alone twins. He'd always envisioned a son, a strong, handsome, and powerful man who would one day become an even greater ruler than himself. But one look at his daughter changed his mind. Both of them were going to be raised the same way, and one day they will both together rule a kingdom much bigger than this, an empire, thought the king, smiling to himself. 2.5 years later, the mistress was asked to leave the palace indefinitely. The queen would be the new mother. The king ensured that the twins learned from the best. He also wanted them to be multi-dimensional, basically good at everything. During the day, they were trained in swordsmanship and archery. In the afternoon, they were taught politics, philosophy, and poetry. The evenings were filled with a plethora of activities that would reinforce their teachings. And at night, they would spend time with their mother, the queen, listening to stories. The king was very pleased with himself. They're on the right track, he thought. When the twins were 9 years old, their mother passed away. A few months later, their father remarried. Although their stepmother was a kind and loving soul, the twins kept their distance. This was not their mother. They could feel it in their hearts. Their mother was long gone. As the twins grew older, their lessons became more intense. They were taught charioting, they took part in debates, they sang prayers, they learned a new language, and so much more. Their teachers had nothing but praise, and their father was delighted. One evening, as the twins rode around the kingdom, they saw a juggler entertaining a group of people. Curious, the twins watched from a distance. The juggler, a simple man attired in simple clothes, was performing with great enthusiasm as onlookers cheered on. Now the twins were quite surprised by the sight. How is it that people are amazed by such a silly thing? It didn't make any sense. Now, the twins had seen the performance of the finest musicians, actors, and singers across the kingdom. That was mesmerizing. But what is this? A simple man just throwing some balls in the air and people look amazed? They couldn't quite understand it. One evening, they thought that they would approach this man, because they had to find out what was happening. Seeing the prince and princess walking towards them, the crowd moved aside. The juggler bowed respectfully. "My dearest prince and princess," he said, "what brings you here to me?" "My good man," said the prince, "what is it that you're doing?" "I am a juggler, sire," said the man proudly. "I perform for these people." "You call this a performance?" asked the princess, looking surprised. "Pardon me, your highness," said the juggler. "I am but a simple man. This is all I am capable. Yet, if you look around, the people are happy." The twins looked around, and indeed, people were happy. "Do you come here often?" they asked, pointing to a lady. "I come here every day," she said. "Me and my son quite enjoy the show." The twins asked the same question to a man standing nearby. "I am but a lonely old man," he said. "It is these things that makes me forget time for a while." The twins were quite taken aback. Then a voice somewhere in the crowd said, "You should perform for them." "Of course," said the juggler. "Your highnesses, if you will allow me, I shall give my best." The twins reluctantly agreed, and the juggler performed in front of them. While they didn't think too much of the juggling, it was evident that the crowd loved it. They were clapping hands, cheering, making comments, and having a great time. The twins could only look at each other in confusion. A few days later, the prince went to his sister's room. "My dearest sister," he said, "haven't we seen the most melodious singers, the most graceful dancers, and the finest actors of this land perform right in front of our eyes? Then why does it feel like those people have more fun than us?" "I do not know," said his sister. "Tell me, what is it that we're doing every single day?" asked the brother. All this nonsense from daybreak till dusk. For what are we doing all this? What is the purpose? To become a king? And then what? To make people happy? Does it take a king to make people happy? If yes, then why are the people outside the palace more cheerful than us? That too with only a fraction of what we possess. Please, my dear sister, give me an answer. I do not know, said the princess. Over the next few months, the prince was in turmoil. He tried hard to find answers, but the more he thought, the more confused he became. Then one day, he decided that it was enough. He had to know. So he went to his sister and told her about his plans to leave the palace. To his surprise, she said, "Don't be so selfish and leave me here alone. If you're going, I'm coming with you." "But then who will rule the kingdom?" asked the prince. "Our younger brother will be king," the princess said. A few weeks after their 17th birthday, the twins slipped out of the palace. They traveled across the land as performers, drawing a crowd wherever they went. No one knew who these twins were, where they'd come from, or what their past was. All they knew was the spectacular showmanship they had. It is said that the twins eventually did go back to the palace. Not too much is known about the kingdom after the twins left. Not too much is known after the twins returned either. What we are certain of is that the place is now called the Valley of Triumph. There have been many speculations about the kingdom and the return of the twins, but no one really knows for sure. It is also said that even today, some people see their spirits in the valley. Again, these are just speculations, no one really knows for sure. welcome back to the channel. My name is KK. We are playing Sky Children of the Light, and let's go to the Eye of Eden. This is the moment that I was waiting for ever since I started playing this game, because I heard so much about this place that, you know, I just want to go there and see for myself how this place is. Like, if it's a goddamn hellhole, like, I really want to experience. Okay, so there's like... I guess that is the Eye of Eden, so let's just go inside and... yeah, I mean... A few guys are going inside as well, so let's just do this shit. Eye of Eden, okay. Push into the darkness. That is exactly what I'm gonna do. Storm. Okay, I'm gonna stick to this side. Oh shit, there's like shitloads of storm. Oh shit, it's so hard to move. I mean, you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? You gotta push through. Oh no, not these guys again. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh my, no. No, not these guys again. Dali, like literally, my life is in your hands. Take me. Show me the Eye of Eden. Oh, such a nice person you are. Oh shit. Don't hit us, don't hit us, don't hit us. My goodness, Yali. All this way. Oh my god. I'm gonna go regardless. Just a little bit more, guys. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Hey guys, my name is KK, and I know what you're thinking. Where the hell is the Isle of Dawn, the Hidden Forest, and the Vault of Knowledge? Well, I didn't include them in this video because I didn't have anything to say about those realms, nor did I have any particular ideas for them. So initially, I thought that I would do something, just something, and I'll try to make it work. But the more I tried to do it, the more upset I became because it felt really forced. Then eventually I was like, screw it, and I just dropped the whole thing. So that's why those realms are not there, because I didn't want to do something just for the sake of doing something. It didn't feel right to me. But on the plus side, this now gives me an excuse to make another Sky video, right? So there you go. That's always a good thing, right? But then again, not anytime soon. Please don't expect another Sky video anytime soon on this channel. It's probably not gonna happen, at least for quite some time. So if you're only here for Sky, well, it was nice to have you here, but you can leave now. There's no issues, okay? That's fine. But with all that out of the way, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. And as of recording this bit right here, the video is not yet complete. I'm still working on the story of the twins. Everything else is finished. And so far, I'm really loving it. You know, I look at this video and I think this is a great video. I really like it. I'm really enjoying it. Now, I don't know what the reaction is going to be for this video. You might or might not like it. I don't know. But if you don't like it, then you're wrong, okay? Just saying. Well, I guess that is pretty much all I have to say. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the banter I have. And if you've watched the video this far, so this particular section, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. You're a true fan. And yeah, thanks a lot for the love on the previous video as well. The Eye of Eden video. Yeah, that was completely unexpected, but thank you so much for the love. Really grateful for that. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you didn't enjoy it, hit that dislike button twice just to be sure. Subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, all the usual stuff. You guys already know that. And until next time, you're watching KK Plays. My name is KK, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, and take care of yourself.